Okay. Okay. Oh shit, guys. Alright, let me fix the camera a little bit. I'll make this one really quick. I just got home. I had to take a shower. Change into my nighttime sort of pajamas, I guess. I'm gonna just sleep in this tonight. I am so beat. I almost missed the last train. Or I did miss the last train, so I had to take a taxi for the bit. Look at this swag. Maybe I'll show you guys later, but yeah, it's just some, like, I got some cups, because every time I put down a glass, it makes some noise, but I think we know exactly it's time for this one today. Yeah. There's some cool ones as well, Iron Man as well. But, real cool stuff. We'll talk about that later. Let me just go through, like, I decided what I'm going to do is I'll make a review for you guys later. You just saw all the beginning and end, but I'll do a review for you guys, a full review for you guys later, but let me just go ahead and talk about the 5 things that I wanted to see real quick, and then we're gonna call it a night. And you guys let me know if you want a spoiler review immediately. I'll give you one of those. That's fine. I can do it. I just don't know if that's fair right now. And please guys, don't read the comments. Don't look at any of that stuff right now, because there's a lot of dickless motherfuckers out there just trying to watch the world burn, and you don't want to see that. I will tell you one thing. There was a spoiler going around that Tony Stark was stabbed by Thanos. I mean, I was like thinking how close that was to the other movie, BVS. And I was like, no fucking way. No way. It was like, Tony Stark does not die getting stabbed by Thanos. But I was kind of waiting for it, though. Anyways, let me just say, so what did I say? The humor, minimized? Definitely. Humor was minimized, totally. I mean, there's humor in that, but it's like I've mentioned this before with Tony Stark, it's mechanical defense. When he gets under pressure, he makes quips and such. Spider-Man, of course, makes jokes, but it fits his character perfectly. It's the point of, especially the age they're really portraying with this movie. Hold on a second, I was running hard. Fight scenes, choreography. I believe the fight scenes were really good. I want to believe that the fight scenes were actually really good, but as I already kind of mentioned, I don't know, this IMAX I saw it in was making me fucking sick sometimes, and nothing looked clear when the things really started moving. So I'm actually looking forward to the Blu-ray, if anything, because I really want to see, like, even I was watching The Winter Soldier before I left today, and it looked really good. Like, there were scenes I was like, god damn, this was actually better, like, watching it without all the effects. And anyways, yeah. But I think the fight scenes, for overall, it was really good. There were a lot of new things. Luckily, I didn't see any of the TV spots, and that's kind of the way it needed to be. The airport scene was really... oh, fuck. Yeah, they weren't lying. There's a lot of big surprises with the airport. Anyways, next, the directing, the hyper-realistic tone, it's all making it feel all connected, relatable. Yeah, it's all there. Like, they really hone in on the destruction situation. Like, the whole idea of, like, the Avengers being responsible, kind of indirectly responsible, it's in there hard, actually. There's a lot of, like, they're fucking showing dead bodies and everything. Like, it's pretty harsh the way they did it, and actually very tied into the original comic book in regards to what really helps motivate Tony Stark sometimes. So yeah, but the realistic tone is completely in there, and there's sometimes though, like, I don't know why, but the CG, and I don't know if it was because it was 3D or something, but it just looked like fucking Tony Stark's head was like floating on the armor or so. I don't know why it looks so weird, and so that's why I really want to see it without the effects and the 3D and such. Spider-Man, number 2, was Spider-Man used properly? Yeah, I actually think this was probably... I'm personally... I still am very partial to the Amazing Spider-Man look, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 look, the costume, and the character overall. I think that for me overall, that's kind of the closest one to the comic that I kind of grew up on. But that being said, the Spider-Man you're getting in this one is much more closer to what we've seen recently in Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, the young teenage one. So not the old, even though the costume is a little retro to the Steve Ditko's era, right? The character you're seeing is very Ultimate Spider-Man style and very... Peter Parker comes out a lot more in this story, actually, and it was kind of weird how, like, I personally didn't even know it was Peter Parker, like, until, like, I kind of had an inkling in the beginning, of who, and then finally it was just like, okay, oh shit, that's Aunt May too, so, overall though, I was actually, like, his voice sounds so good. For a while, I actually thought maybe it was like the same voice character or something. Like, the Peter Parker voice is perfect, actually, and the Spider-Man, well, same thing, but it works well. It's a little annoying because of how young he is, and I don't say this in a bad way, it was just, it took some adjustments to get used to in that sense, like, but I think most people will agree this is the best rendition of Spider-Man on screen, because he doesn't really try to be cool. So yeah, it's very interesting how that works, and the relationship between him and Tony is, yeah, it's basically Ultimate Spider-Man. So I think it works well on that side. And number one, the story. Remember I was talking about how like I didn't want to see fucking advertisements for Marvel movies, like future Marvel movies. Honestly, I can't. No, I really can't see, like... No, let me put it this way, though. I will say that the two main characters that they have me thinking next time, I'm very interested in the next Spider-Man movie, and I'm very interested in the next Black Panther movie, like, but it's not in-your-face type of shit. You already had involvement from the Wakandans because of, Age of Ultron, right? Among some other stuff that happens in the movie, and it's in there, but it's not like, it's not something where you need to do your fucking homework type of deal. Okay, so there's it doesn't progress with the Infinity Stones. There's nothing about that as well, which is kind of interesting for me. I actually thought, because I was like, wait a second, don't we have like 2 more stones and only a few more movies to lead into that? But whatever, it's okay. But yeah, like, it wasn't like Age of Ultron where it was just like, oh my god, what's going on? There is mention of Thor and Hulk, actually, and it actually works in the story very well. It's good. It was like, the story was, and for me, like, you know how sensitive I am about even mentions of the story. What I will say is, like I mentioned on Twitter, it's very similar to the Winter Soldier and the debate. The feeling after the Winter Soldier, even though I didn't like the Winter Soldier first time I watched it, I was kind of like, whatever. I shouldn't say whatever. I was just like, well, I've read it in the comic before, so I was like, okay, yeah, the end of S.H.I.E.L.D. type of thing. But it wasn't until watching the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that I really felt the full effects of the Winter Soldier. I felt in this movie, Civil War, you already feel the effects of everything that happened, and honestly, it kind of makes me sad. Like, I'm not disappointing sad, just very sad, because all I can say is, like, forget everything you know about, or nothing, everything, the entire game, just like the Winter Soldier, the entire game has been changed, but this one actually doesn't make me very excited. It actually kind of makes me sad, because that feeling that I like so much about Age of Ultron, the team atmosphere, the entire landscape has now been changed, and it's the weirdest thing because now, even though we know the landscape of what's the movies up until 2020, right? I have no idea what's coming next. Actually, I mean, I have some inklings of what can happen, and hopefully, Marvel doesn't screw it up by like putting out these plots too much before the next movie comes out. But I have no idea what's gonna happen next. There will probably be theories or so, but I'm gonna avoid those like the plague because I think the best thing I did was go on a media blackout and forget everything. Like just even like even some of the spots in the trailers kind of was a little frustrating because I could piece it together in the movie of when things were coming up. They did their best in trying to kind of throw you off in the trailers. Not as good as the Nolan trailers would throw you off, but they did do their best to try and rearrange some stuff to make you think certain ways things were going to go down. But I honestly, I don't know how Tyrone can watch those TV spots and not feel spoiled, because especially with the Spider-Man stuff, because Spidey's in this movie, but he's not there for too long, and it's he's only in the airport scene. That's it. Kind of. Yeah, but for the most part, that's it. The airport scene. So I advise, if you haven't seen those TV spots, stay away from them and just like wait, because it's well worth it. And I like it. They utilized them right. All right, guys, that's it for now. Let me know if you guys want me. Let me know if you want me to make a spoiler review. But give me a day. Wait for me to cool down a bit and really think this one through. It's going to be in my head all day. I'm really debating on after work tomorrow going to see this movie again with better sound and to really feel this experience without the 3D. I'm gonna talk to Dante, see what he wants to do, but at the same time, I know you guys want to see some sort of like review or something. So let me just think about it for a bit, and I'll talk about this. But I just wanted to get through those 5 things, let you know I was definitely satisfied, and they definitely knocks this one out of the park. So I definitely recommend the movie. Yeah, and I will say one thing. You guys have been really great to me on Twitter and such. But somebody mentioned like, would you say it's as good as TDK? And I was like, LOL, no. I need to just clear this up, guys. Like, let's just at this point, we need to understand that there will never be a movie like TDK ever again, as long as these other type of movies are making money the way they do, and franchise building and all that. And maybe that's a good thing. But that was a one-time thing, and the sooner I think we start realizing that we need to stop comparing superhero movies to The Dark Knight, because that was more of a movie, a film, an art house sort of project in its own world that just the source material happened to be based on a comic book, and then there's the rest, basically. The sooner we stop comparing them, kind of the same, like, I think the better we can enjoy these other type of movies, because yeah, we got to stop trying to compare, thinking that we're ever going to get another Dark Knight, because that shit ain't going to happen in a long time. So, and maybe that's a good thing overall. Who knows? Because TDK also had some flaws in terms of expanding, right? So it really only worked for the Batman. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. We'll leave it here, you guys. I got to get to sleep. I'm up in 6 hours here. Let me edit this for you guys. Thank you for everything, because it was a great experience, and I can't wait to watch it again. It's definitely the same way I really do feel like when the critics were leaving and smiles on their face. When I really think about the story, it kind of depresses me though. only because it makes me sad to know we're never going back to the way the Avengers. Yeah, okay, I said too much already. But yeah, it really is like disassembled at this point. So very sad, happy but sad ending basically. Excited for more, but very sad that the entire slate has changed now. But maybe some people will really enjoy that point, right? Alright, you guys have a great night. Thank you for all the support. I'm back. I may stop reading comments anyways because I actually felt more happier in my life on a media blackout, but maybe pick and choose comments. I don't know, these troll assholes trying to spoil everything. Stay away from the comments section until you see the movie. Do yourself that favor. Don't peek. It's quite fun, guys. Alright, take care. Love you all. And I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I'm hoping within 24 hours I'll have some sort of review for you guys. But even that top 5 thing I want to see took a few hours to do. So let me think this one through, okay? Have a good night. I'm out. Bye.
Alright, I've run out of patience. On the roof!
Hey everyone.